If you want to start eating a little healthier, granola is a great place to start. I love to combine a bunch of seeds and nuts and some whole grains to make a delicious breakfast or snack. So today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite granola recipe. Here we go. We're going to start by just adding a few simple ingredients. In order for all of our liquid ingredients to melt well with our grains, we're going to melt all of this down into my little pot here. First, a little honey. You can also use agave if you're familiar with that. It's a natural sweetener. Then, some oil. You can use either vegetable or canola oil. And finally, some brown sugar. Now just put this on the stovetop for about 2 minutes until it's bubbly and all melted together. Now while this mixture is simmering on the stovetop, I'm going to show you all of the grains and accessories that go into this granola. Now the great thing about granola is you can really add whatever you like, whether it's dried fruits, nuts, or seeds. Today I have some shredded coconut. I like to take this really large shredded coconut because it gives a nice texture. So in that goes. Now you can see today that I'm using some rolled oats, just regular rolled oats, but I can also use some 6-grain rolled oats, which is a combination of rolled red wheat, rolled white wheat, sunflower seeds, and other grains. But today I'll just use some regular oats. So in goes my coconut. And then I also have some sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are great for you. And then I have some sesame seeds. Now you can buy the natural sesame seeds, the organic sesame seeds, or just the regular sesame seeds. You could also put in black sesame seeds if you have them. These are one of my favorites. These are pumpkin seeds, and they really give it a great taste. They're also really pretty when you make your granola bars, and you can see all the different variation of color. Finally, I have some flaxseed, and flaxseed has all of those omega-3s that are so good for you. So all of this goes together. We'll give it a nice stir, and we're just about ready to add our melted brown sugar, our honey, our vanilla, and our oil. Doesn't that look delicious? Now if you're going to add some dried, let's say raisins or dried fruit, you'll want to be sure to make that addition at the very, very end. After it's all done baking and you've cooled your granola, then add those in. Then they won't get too crispy or overdone. Okay, I'll go grab our melted ingredients. It's very, very liquid as you can see, but this is going to help to coat our granola really nice and evenly. So here's the fun part. Just pour it on. It smells so good. And then we're just going to give it a nice stir. Now make sure when you bake these that you put a really thin layer on your pan. You don't want it to be too thick, or else the top will burn and the bottom won't bake correctly. So just coat this really nicely. I like to divide a bowl about this size, which is about 7 or 8 cups of granola, among 2 baking pans. And then I put this in a 350-degree oven for about 8 minutes, and I make sure to give it a nice little flip every so often so that it's nice and golden all the way around, and none of these little oat clusters gets cheated from the heat. Okay, I'm ready to go. Look how glistening and pretty that is, and it smells so good. Now I'm just going to divide this among 2 of my cookie sheets. Spread it out nice and thin. And then I'm ready to go. After this is done baking, make sure to cool it completely before you put it in your storage container. That way you won't have any problems with mold. There. The thing I like about this is they don't clump together. It's just a nice golden color. Now be sure to watch my video I just created on how to make your own granola bars using my homemade granola recipe. And there we go. It's ready for the oven. Now for about 8 to 10 minutes, put it in your oven, take a little fork, and rake through it a little bit as it bakes, so make sure to get nice and golden all the way through. And here we are, our golden and delicious and very hot homemade granola. Look how golden and crunchy and delicious that looks. Now, after it's done cooling, just put it in a container. I like to use these because they're big and they're clear and they're easy to grab. And then just label it, of course, that helps you stay organized in the kitchen. I hope you'll enjoy making this recipe at home.